Respiratory system. Respiratory system is the system in living organism that takes up oxygen and discharges carbon dioxide in order to satisfy energy requirements. The respiratory system is the network of organs and tissues that help you breathe. It includes your airways, lungs, and blood vessels. The muscles that power your lungs are also part of the respiratory system. These parts work together to move oxygen throughout the body and clean out waste gases like carbon dioxide. Respiration. Respiration is the act or process of breathing, the inhaling of oxygen and the exhaling of carbon dioxide. The process by which cells use oxygen to break down sugar and obtain energy is called respiratory system. What are the parts of the respiratory system? Your respiratory system includes your windpipe, trachea, lungs, bronchial tubes, bronchi, bronchioles, air sacs, alveoli, capillaries, and diaphragm. The trachea, also called the windpipe, is a tube that connects the larynx to the bronchi of the lungs, allowing the passage of air, and so is present in almost all air-breathing animals with lungs. The trachea extends from the larynx and branches into the two primary bronchi. The trachea serves as passage for air, moistens and warms it while it passes into the lungs, and protects the respiratory surface from an accumulation of foreign particles. The trachea is lined with a moist mucous membrane, layer composed of cells containing small hair-like projections called cilia. Lungs. The lungs are the center of the respiratory breathing system. Every cell of the body needs oxygen to stay alive and healthy. Your body also needs to get rid of carbon dioxide. This gas is a waste product that is made by the cells during their normal everyday functions. The respiratory system's main job is to move fresh air into your body while removing waste gases. Humans have two lungs, a right lung and a left lung. They are situated with the thoracic cavity of the chest. The right lung is bigger than the left, while shares space in the chest with the heart. The lungs together weigh approximately 1.3 kilograms and the right is heavier. Bronchi and bronchioles. Bronchioles are air passages inside the lungs that branch off like tree limbs from the bronchi. The two main air passages into which air flows from the trachea windpipe after being inhaled through the nose or mouth. The bronchioles deliver air to tiny sacs called alveoli where oxygen and carbon dioxide are exchanged. Bronchi are the main passageway into the lungs. The bronchi become smaller the closer they get to the lungs tissue and are then considered bronchioles. These passageways then evolve into tiny air sacs called alveoli, which is the site of oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange in the respiratory system. Alveoli and capillaries. Alveoli are tiny air sacs in your lungs that take up the oxygen you breathe in and keep your body going. Although they are microscopic, alveoli are the workhorses of your respiratory system. You have about 480 million alveoli located at the end of the bronchial tubes. Capillaries are tiny blood-containing structures that connect arterioles to venules. They are the smallest and the most abundant form of a blood vessel in the body. Capillaries are small enough to penetrate body tissues, allowing oxygen, nutrients, and waste products to be exchanged between tissue and the blood. Diaphragm and ribs. The diaphragm is a thin skeletal muscle that sits at the base of the chest and separates the abdomen from the chest. It contracts and flattens when you inhale. This creates a vacuum effect that pulls air into the lungs. When you exhale, the diaphragm relaxes and the air is pushed out of the lungs. The ribs are the bony framework of the thoracic cavity. The ribs form the main structure of the thoracic cage, protecting the thoracic organs. However, their main function is to aid respiration. Please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.